We flew a drone at a lake that's about 10 miles away. We did a simulated call of a man with a rifle in the area, which is a very dangerous call for police officers to go into. It's important that they have the most information possible.
453 X-ray. We have an RP reporting that they were hiking and saw a man in the area of a white SUV who may have been armed with a rifle. Start for the southmost area of Westy Road. Sarah 1, we have a UAS in the area. We'll be checking. .453 X-ray, we're in the area.
As a chief, when I look at my organization, it's important for me to have resources available so that we can get people the right information and get them to the call as quickly as possible. The officer who is using the UAV can share to those officers that are rolling to the scene real-time information describing if there's a weapon, what the suspect is wearing, where the suspect is, and that way as the officers come into the scene, they're able to go in and deal with the issue immediately.
453 X-ray, do you have the live feed?
Vehicle has Cal plates 7 Young Ida Boy 013.
That plate comes back to John Doe out of San Diego. Doe was involved in a DV this morning and armed himself with a rifle. He said he would shoot it out with officers if confronted. Alright, there's a subject out of the vehicle. It's going to be a white male, approximately 6 feet tall, dark t-shirt, shorts, and he's armed with an AR-style rifle. He's pacing outside that vehicle. He threw the weapon down. He's walking. His hands are empty.
10-4.
Sarah 1, suspect in custody. Alright, walk northbound and look to your right and check that vegetation.
453, I've recovered the suspect's weapon. Word code 4.
Sarah 1, I copy. UAS is return to base. Good job.
We started researching drone technology and starting the program almost 3 years ago in Chula Vista. But the first thing that we did is realize that the public will have concern about police agencies using drones in their neighborhoods and their concerns over privacy and surveillance issues.
So we wanted to reach out to our community, and we did that on a number of levels by going out and having community forums where citizens could just come forward and ask questions, and many of the questions were related to surveillance. You know, are there going to be these UAVs flying over my backyard, and people that feel that we would be utilizing this for surveillance instead of for actively going out there and reducing crime and apprehending suspects.
We discussed openly how we use drones and the fact we weren't using them for general patrol, that we don't use them for surveillance, but our intended use is for specific calls for service tactical type situations.
Outreach to the community is extremely important, because what happens is if you don't have that outreach, then people will make up their own answers to the questions that they have, and then there'll become a perception out there that is different than what we really actually want to do. It's really all about public safety.
Having the ability to actually launch a drone remotely, pilot it, and get it over the scene before officers ever even get there is a tremendous advantage.
To me as a chief, having the ability and being an organization that gets to test this, it's critical to law enforcement.
And units are code 4.